like people are saying, do you have stocks in the company? What you have is purpose and DUBI. You have a buy wall for DUBI. The buy wall provides the stable coin. The price of the stable coin DUBI keeps going up. Will the buy wall come back? What we're going to be doing is we're going to make a few announcements. So we can be sure that this buy wall will still exist after 5 years. The DUBI buy wall, well, unless we all die. If the entire economical world crashes, it's more than sustainable for forever, pretty much. Instead of having the buy wall currently, we will pause it for a bit longer. The question is the risk you're taking that basically everything fails and that we cannot provide the buy wall for DUBI. You might say like, yeah, well, that's a big risk because if that happens, I lose all my money. It generated, I think in total, 1.5 million or something, of which 500K went back to the buy wall, 1 million to the ads. DUBI being $10 is not what is unsustainable. It's just the money that we had, we used it on ads. This 5 million purpose could sustain the buy wall for the next, I don't know how long. When the buy wall for DUBI, I already addressed it several times. It's a bit longer on pause. And since it's only 4% off, by locking purpose for a year, you only get 4% DUBI. We're able to provide for the buy wall for like 100 years, pretty much. So the math adds up. All this DUBI that got sold into the buy wall, it has really fucked us over quite significantly. The DUBI buy wall, it's still $10. DUBI is always $10. People sold so much DUBI into the buy wall that we had no cash left for ads. So stable coin that goes up. It's the easiest way of explaining it. A buy wall of $10 that keeps going up. It used to be $50, now it's already $10.
A lot of people had sold their DUBI in the buy wall. It ended up being like a chunk of 500K that got taken out of the budget. And now we're in between.
But since it's only 4% a year, we can pretty much buy up all the DUBI.
We had like a budget of 500K and that kind of got to that. And that was actually a budget that we planned for our advertising and stuff.
The buy wall for DUBI is $10. And if we get 10 million downloads, it will go up to $13. The buy wall literally went down. But the buy wall is different though. Can you still afford the DUBI buy wall? Can we still afford the DUBI buy wall? Of course we can. Is that enough for the buy wall? No, we need more than 1 million. We paused the buy wall, and as a result, there's been quite some anxiety. The fear takes the upper hand, and people really, you know, there is quite an echo chamber mechanism. No, the DUBI buy wall is not down. It's not down. It's just like we're not buying up DUBI. But can you elaborate on what you're gonna do with DUBI buy wall or DUBI on DUBIX? We're planning on doing some stuff, but I'm not talking about it. Is the DUBI buy wall coming back? The DUBI buy wall is coming back. Yeah, the only people that can talk about scamming, like, and the closest to scamming is like the buy wall, the DUBI buy wall. I have to, you know, I'm not gonna agree with it, but I have to say that can look very suspicious. You should say thank you, Athene, for putting this buy wall